Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio, this is SGTV News 4.
Good evening, I'm Spencer Buckler. Coming up tonight in December, a new federal law increased the legal age to buy tobacco to 21. We have reaction from USC students. This past week was the semester's first Hip Hop Wednesday. More when Sydney Edwards tells us what's going on. And a recap of the biggest stories from over winter break, tonight on Weekly News.
This is SGTV Weekly News with Spencer Buckler.
For years, the minimum age to purchase tobacco products was 18, but in December, President Donald Trump signed a measure into law, raising the age to 21. It came after a September federal ban of thousands of flavors used in e-cigarettes. News 4's Justin Walsh has more on the law and reaction here at USC.
As of December 20th, 2019, President Trump issued an executive order raising the legal age to purchase tobacco products from 18 to 21 years old.
I'm in support mostly just because I'm a med major and I feel like for the public it's like a good thing.
I have different, mixed opinions, but I feel like it's kind of unfair for people that have reached that age, or people that have just made it and they're kind of grandfathered in.
I think it's kind of dumb, as far as bad businesses, because a lot of that market is from the 18 to 21 range, so I feel like that's going to be hurting the tobacco industry and then also small and local businesses who support it.
Along with such ban on tobacco came a similar restriction on the purchase of Juuls and vaporizer products.
Now Juuls, I've seen all the stories about those, and I think they're worse than other product regular cigarettes just because of all the chemicals in them.
A lot of kids are getting hurt by the whole vape epidemic and everything, but I do feel that a lot of students and kids that are underage are gonna still get people friends that are older to buy it for them. So I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I guess we'll just have to find out and see.
How will such restrictions come to affect the lives of students, and will this new order make a difference in the modern-day vaping epidemic whatsoever?
A study from the National Academy of Medicine states that this new law could potentially save over 200,000 lives of those born over the past 20 years. Spencer?
Justin, thank you. Last semester, Sydney Edwards opened our eyes with a new show focused on learning about and experiencing multicultural events here at USC. Last week, she was out on Green Street at Hip Hop Wednesday while members of the campus community socialized and danced to music new and old. Here's Sydney with what's going on.
Welcome back to where it all began. Hip Hop Wednesday is a culture phenomenon here at the University of South Carolina on Wednesday on Green Street. Students, faculty, and staff come together to learn more about cultural organizations, socialize, and of course, listen to hip hop music. Most students here have a fresh set of goals for the 2020 year, but don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. What are your goals for the 2020 new year?
Probably to study better, get better grades.
Mine is going to be to go to all my classes because I have an issue with getting up and not wanting to get out of bed, so that's a goal of mine.
Make more money than I made last year.
Get in shape and stay in shape and be consistent with working out.
What are you looking forward to event-wise here for the new year?
Oh, back to black.
Back to black?
Yes, I'm definitely looking. Even though I don't have an outfit yet,
girl, you got time.
I have a hairstyle, so
yes,
I'm really ready for that.
The same thing. Back to black.
Probably the basketball games.
Spring break, yeah. I don't want to say spring break. I didn't go to Back to Black last year, so I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to go to that.
Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope you're excited for the new year and all the new things that are going to unfold. Stay tuned to know what's going on at USC.
Some of the best music and dancing here on campus. Sydney, thank you. Still to come this evening, a recap of what's happened while we've been gone, right here on Weekly News. Welcome back. Earlier this month, President Caslin appointed 2 new people to top positions on his staff. Former Democratic gubernatorial candidate James Smith was named interim special assistant to Caslin. Smith previously worked as an advisor to Caslin. Also, USC hired Army Colonel Mark Biger to be Caslin's new chief of staff. Biger formerly served as Caslin's chief of staff at West Point. This past Friday, the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools sent a letter to the university finding evidence that Governor McMaster's involvement in the presidential search qualified as undue influence. USC will have to send a monitoring report to the association by September 2020, but will not face any formal sanctions. And lastly, some good news for Gamecock fans. Alcohol is now being sold at concession stands at Williams-Brice Stadium, Colonial Life Arena, and Founders Park. The university's Board of Trustees approved the plan in late December, and sales started at the beginning of the new year. The board's approval allows for alcohol to be sold at all events, but athletics director Ray Tanner said the focus will be on the 4 major sports to start. Well, that does it for weekly news. I look forward to seeing you next week. From all of us at SGTV News 4, have a good night.